Norak, thank goodness you're safe.
Oh, yes, and I learned much. You see, the decay knows.
Oh, such an unusual visitor.
Good soup takes time, patience, and many, many fish.
Don't forget to take some soup for the journey.
Oh, your wares may be better than mine. Put something aside for you next time.
I'm sorry for the delay. I'll join you soon, but I think these Tuskarr may have some valuable information.
There's no need for concern. Everything is calm up at the tower. I have it perfectly under control. What a charming town. Why don't you relax a bit? Take it easy for once, Callie.
Yes. It's been a while. Please, let me know the moment you need anything. I won't be long.
Ah, a new face. Careful out there.
Well now.
I'm so
You're
glad you have come to
certainly
join us.
different.
I must ask you to be patient, however. There is still much to be prepared for the ceremony.
Let's swap stories again soon.
We cannot thank you enough for your aid pushing back the Brackenhide gnolls. But they continue to gather, using their foul decay magic from some source deep within Brackenhide Hollow. Worse, we have not heard from the Tuskarr in that area for weeks, now. I fear something terrible is happening there. We must protect our home. Please, gather your forces, find our people, and see what you can do about the decay.
Next time, I'll bring soup. Your help is greatly
Your friend KuiLliXs wishes to
appreciated.
speak of ley lines, but preparations must be made for the funeral. While I meet with him, could you gather the final offerings from around Iskara and place them in the funeral boat alongside dear old Ponaliuk? I hope you take a moment to enjoy the town, as well. My people will welcome you warmly, especially after your help in Brackenhide.
I'm glad we met, friend.
Thank you for taking this time, Brenna.
It is an honor. Let's have a look at these maps. Tukanet, could you please ensure our guest gets a bowl of soup?
Oh, that's all right. Thank you.
Nonsense. Look how thin you are. Some eel gut soup will get some much needed blubber on those bones.
What?
The day just became more interesting.
Welcome to Iskara, friend. Word of your exploits in Brackenhide has already spread among our people. You have already met many of us, and there are more who would like the chance to exchange knowledge and wares with you. Please, take a moment to familiarize yourself with some of the friendly faces around Iskara. We are a community that supports one another, so just as you have much to offer us, many of our people have much to offer you in return.
We'll remember you.
As the tales go, if old Pinoliac's spirit returns to us restless, we will carve a stone statue for it to rest within. Hello! Speak up now!
Have you come to hear a tale, traveler?
Your tale will be remembered.
You there, young one. Our warriors take totems with them when they venture out into the Dragon Isles. Our totems are part of our livelihood. They are very important to us. Our enemies delight in taking them as trophies, and we can't let that happen. Please, return any totems you find.
Pass my stories along.
I have plenty to offer.
Come in by the fire and rest, orc. I hope you don't mind the smell of fish.
Let's trade again soon.
My dearest wife, Poa, is an excellent storyteller. But it's been 30 years, and she tells the same ones over and over again. Please, Warlock, talk to Poa and give her a new story to tell. What's that? Tell her a story about your adventures? Don't be ridiculous, I don't want to hear about that. The greatest stories are always about fish. Tell a story about fish, even if you have to make one up.
May my wares be useful to you.
Ah, a new story to hear.
Have you come to hear a tale, traveler? You think you have story worthy of my time? Well, we shall see about that, won't we? Oh really? You have my attention. How did you catch this legendary fish? Did you, now? And what exactly was it you caught? Your powers of description are overwhelming. Well, what happened next? Sure it did. And then? A wise choice. Interesting. You are not the most gifted of storytellers, but there is something here. Even if you made it all up. Give me a moment and I will weave your tale into something usable.
Now, you be careful out there.
Perhaps you have a use for these things.
Thank goodness, a new story. Let's hear it.
I'll put something aside for you next time.
Chief Poloniak was a great fighter. He once took a blow from a charging Bruffalon for me. That would have killed a lesser man.
A stranger here?
What do you have to trade? I look forward to trading again.
Yes? So long.
Hello again. Could you do me and Noruk a favor? Our kids, Nilo and Now, left to play. They know they should be back by now. I am occupied, so please find them. I doubt they are in danger. My kids know how to take care of themselves.
Watch yourself.
Well, hello.
Hello again, traveler. Bring any news from afar? I'll have you know my ecological research is not limited to gnolls. I also take a keen interest in dragons, and their many forms. Feel free to come and chat with me about them anytime.
You're just fascinating.
A fine day for a fine trade. I'll have more for you when next we meet.
I'll have more for you when next
We've been
meet.
watching the great shark we know as Krojek for many years now, waiting for the best time to hunt him down. His hunting ground has meandered closer and closer to the shore. That means the time is now. Gather your hunting party and take him out.
Let's trade again soon.
Yes? What is it
Anything I can do for you, friend? ARV and I make many wares you may find useful.
A fair trade and a fond farewell to you. That's old Polo's favorite tea. Hopefully, he shares some with Karkut on the journey.
Come, tell us a tale.
You were the one that came back with the others from Brackenhide, weren't you? Then you probably know what happened to Kakiata. Her son, Rowie, has been distraught ever since Brina and the others returned without her. I'll stay here in case he comes back, but could you look for him? I think he ran off towards the ice cave to the east. He said something about trying to fight the Yeti in there.
We'll remember you.
Hello!
I can do this. I'm gonna take down the Yeti in this cave. I've never been any good in fight training, all the other kids are way ahead of me. But Ma never got to see me get better. Maybe if I'm strong enough, she'll see. She'll see and she'll finally be proud of me. Rowie tears up. Why, you were there? In Brackenhide? It must have been you, the adventurer that helped Brina and the others. You spoke to my ma's spirit, didn't you? She really said she's proud of me? But I've never been any good at fighting, or fishing, or anything else important to the tribe. I have to prove myself. You're probably right. Wait, I think I have an idea.
Wanna fly kites, leader?
Thanks for helping me. You're nice.
Next time, bring fish, please.
You're right, I'm not strong enough to take on this Yeti, not alone. But you're here. The lair of the evil Yeti, Tojam the Terrible, is just ahead. This cave is big. Not scary. Maybe a little scary. Could you go in there and soften him up a bit? I'll be right behind you.
Okay, bye.
I don't like this place.
Tojam looks at you with bright, curious eyes. Tojam's brow furrows. He shakes his head. No. Tojam looks at you with sad eyes. Tojam picks up a nearby Audic and begins to pet it. Tojam cocks his head in confusion. Tojam considers this. After a moment, he shakes his head. Tojam grunts in concern for you. He tries to pass you a comforting Audic, but it wriggles away. Tojam frowns. After a moment, he mimics you pretending to die. He glances at you for approval.
Thank you. What do you have to trade? goods are greatly appreciated.
Chieftain Poloniac carved that for my son, Nomurok. My son fell in Brackenhide, so it seems only right this should return to the sea with its maker.
Come, settle down for a spell.
Doesn't anybody know how to fish properly anymore? Lokaturek wiggles his mustache angrily. You, with the face, go get me some fish. Good fish. And no grungles.
I await your return with pleasure.
You there, orc. You look well traveled. My cousin Wayun was bringing a catch over from Whaler's Nook and mentioned that some strange folk have set up camp over there. They appear to be behaving themselves, but would you mind checking in on Wayun? He can be a bit salty.
Farewell then, friend.
Who speaks before me?
Goodness, what did you tell him? I've never seen Rowie so spirited. Thank you for bringing him home. I will do my best to take care of him in Kekiata's place.
Careful out there.
Thank you, traveler. We should be just about done here. Could you tell Brenna?
Whoa, what are you?
Who are you? Don't get too close to that bush unless you want a face full of claws.
Wanna fly kites, leader?
Ta says all gnolls are dangerous and mean. But this is just a baby. Ma says I always have to take care of now, and she's a baby, too.
Next time, bring fish, please.
He's only trying to eat us because he's so hungry. Fish. Nobody can turn down some tasty, ice-cold, raw fish. Frigid fish are the best, ever. You can fish them up all over the ocean. But if you can't fish one yourself, Jinkutik and Iskara will definitely sell you some. Bring me so many he won't be hungry anymore.
Okay, bye. Mama says my tusks will be bigger
There you
than
are,
a mammoth.
QuiLliXs. The soup's on. You better hurry up and get to Iskara. Big Kinuk has been looking for you. One time he told me to get a slimy, icky spinnefish for the soup and I didn't want to, so I yelled, "No, chef." He was so mad I thought he was going to throw me in the soup.
Next time, bring fish, please. Hey.
Who speaks before me?
Another one? Oh joy.
Keep the balance preserved.
I'm not much for small talk.
The disrespect around here. A couple smelly Gorlock steal bits from our equipment and we have to shut it all down. Ha. I've been licking rocks since before ya were a wee babe. Did nae need nae fancy gnomish gadgetry? Bring me a rock, and I'll prove it.
Watch your step. Spit it out!
Find a good rock yet?
The Dark Iron Clan will forge a new future.
Prepare to witness the most impressive feat of geology you've ever seen.
Be ready for whatever comes at you.
Start your engines.
Now that Mortigan's off licking rocks, we can get to the crux of the problem. Those perfidious fishmen have pilfered my parts. We weren't in this dinky little village for more than an hour and wham! Gorlock were swarming all over us. Ro was yelling, Ilnara was screaming, and I'm flailing around with my wrench like a mad gnome. See if you can't salvage the situation and get some of my parts back.
Living the fast lane.
The eternal sun
We might not
guides
look
us.
at this moment, but we are professionals. The expedition entrusted us with finding a clutch of rare crystals in the area, a geological survey if you will. I'm still collecting myself after the Gorlock attack. Would you be a dear and go look for these crystals? Bring samples back if you can.
Remember the sun well.
The gaunt undead pinches the bridge of his nose and sighs heavily. This is going to reflect very poorly on my record. Somehow in a single day we've managed to stir up the local Gorlocks, lose half of our equipment, and are now down a dwarf. In this situation, protocol dictates that we be as efficient as possible. Go thin out some of our toothy antagonists and bring me their saliva for further testing while you're at it. Only the good stuff, mind you. This is suboptimal.
Stay shiny.
You're back. I'll start getting the Geoscanner 289-07 reconfigured and as functional as circumstances allow. These seaside conditions are admittedly less than ideal.
Pedal to the metal, baby.
Have you secured the samples? Well, what do you know? Someone around here actually accomplished something. What's that old saying? 2 for you, 1 for me? Ro takes a small sip from the beaker. Ah, that's the stuff.
Trust no one.
Field work is exhausting.
Time is of the essence.
Excellent work. I'll get this to LOUC and see what her little contraption can make of it.
Stay the course.
Need a tune-up?
Thanks to you.
Keep your motor running. Got any spare
Thanks
parts?
to you, our geological survey is now operating at nearly 96% efficiency. LOUC furrows her eyebrows. Those are rookie numbers. Help me run the samples you collected through my Geoscanner 289-07. It should give us a baseline as to what exactly is going on at the plateau.
Stay shiny. Need a tune-up?
They say to expect the unexpected, but wow, this is unprecedented.
Live in the fast lane.
The salt levels here are off the charts. We need to find Mortigan and get him out of there. He must be dangerously dehydrated by now. He's only been gone a couple hours. See if you can't determine which path the grumpy old dwarf took.
Keep your motor running.
Come, tell us a tale.
We don't mind accommodating you and your friends in our little place, not that anyone asked, but would you be a good neighbor and nab me some crystal flakes if you're going up to the springs? We use them to preserve all kinds of things. It's a crucial part of keeping food around here. The larger gorloks are absolutely covered in the stuff. Maybe get some flakes off them?
Come back for soup. Oh, your wares may be better than mine. May my wares be useful to you.
Gorlock drool. You turn to the cleanest page. And that is why I will never again, under any circumstances, submit my research to the blinkered fools in Dunmarok. Iron Forge Pale Ale? Utter swill. Positively insulting. On a more palatable note, I've managed to secure a position on the forthcoming expedition to the Dragon Isles. Researcher Newman, my point of contact in Stormwind, says they have need of a geologist. Clearly they have good taste, hiring such a cool-headed professional as myself. A small metal flask bearing the monogram M.I.
It's still recharging.
Looks like you could all use some resources. There's a sale for this. Survival from the fittest.
Dwarf boots, very worn. Mordigan's pants lie discarded on the ground. This can't be good.
Baladash Malanore.
You've been busy. So have I.
Hold your head high.
I've scouted the perimeter. If Mordigan's anywhere, he's inside this cave. Muffled curses and insults echo out from the cave entrance. He's definitely inside this cave. LOUC said these crystals have dangerous dehydrating properties. See if you can't separate him from his geological finds. And try not to hurt him too much. He's fairly respected in his field.
Time is of the essence. Glory to the
An
Sindorai.
inelegant solution, but I appreciate your quick thinking and resourcefulness.
Remember the sun well.
I saw Mortigan run out of there like a dwarf possessed. I'll go chase him down and make sure he gets back to the others in one piece. If you hug the cliff and jump down the waterfalls, you should be able to avoid stirring up any more of the Gorlocks. See you back at camp.
Farewell.
It appears you've managed to return our dwarf. And in a single piece, no less. On behalf of both our team and the Dragon Scale expedition, I thank you. We'll get Mortigan some fluids, then start packing up. There's nothing in these hills save blood and salt.
Beware the living.
Now that you mention it, I'm actually pretty hungry.
I'll pass your story along.
This will go a long way in helping us in these parts. We just might let your friends stick around.
Bring more tales when next meeting.
I have plenty to offer.
It is the cycle of the sea life out here. Some we leave to continue the line. Some we cull, some we eat. All in balance.
May my wares be useful to you.
Let us hear your story.
Are you ready to make magic, adventurer? No, I don't mean that hand-wavy stuff some like to make. I mean the mystical aroma arts, the deep knowledge of ingredients and flavor, and the way a soup speaks to you to let you know what it needs. Is that you salivating? No? Must be me. Let's get cooking.
Be careful out there.
delicious, fishy stew bubbles before you. Nearby Tusker hungrily chug down on bowls nearby. Everyone is welcome to participate in the Tusker feast. Grab a bowl.
Well now, you're certainly
I hope you have a
different.
pleasant time in Iskara. As you know now, many us are fine craftsmen and merchants. I encourage you to continue to ask around and learn what all of my people have to offer.
May your catch come soon. A fine day for a fine trade. I'll put something aside for you next time.
Hello!
So many fishes. I want to eat them all. But no. They're fur scaps. This is important.
Okay, bye.
Scaps is gonna love these and then we're gonna be the bestest of friends.
Wanna fly kites later?
come from?
Well, what be you caught, then? It better not be any skinny little Ankibis.
Our paths shall
HMMPH.
cross
HMMMMMPH. You're alright.
again. May your steps be sure and your catch secure.